Now at 11, a man suspected of stabbing someone outside a West Seattle grocery store, then leading police on a manhunt, is now in custody. Thanks for joining us here at 11. I'm Preston Phillips. That reported attack happened somewhere near PCC Community Markets off California Avenue across from West Seattle High School. KOMO's Jackie Kent was with the only local TV news crew on scene as the dramatic arrest unfolded. She's live tonight in West Seattle. Jackie, what a wild scene it was.
Yeah, absolutely, Preston. And at last check, that victim remains at Harborview Medical Center in stable condition. Now, there remain unanswered questions about what could have led to this seemingly random attack right outside this grocery store. Then that wild manhunt for the suspect that ultimately led to his arrest about a half-mile from here with help from neighbors. Emergency crews wheeled an injured man from this PCC market in West Seattle and took him to Harborview. The 47-year-old told police he was stabbed in the shoulder outside the grocery store. Then he ran inside for help after his attacker fled. A half-mile away near 51st Avenue and Pritchard.
Heard a lot of police activity in the neighborhood for about a half hour, and so we locked our doors, went inside.
Ingrid and Michael Paparonis didn't know what sparked the police response, but they peeked in their backyard to find a man hiding.
Somebody's walking out in front of our shed. I thought, somebody's in our backyard. Call the police. And the guy just walked out, walked very casually, nonchalant, right across our backyard.
Seattle police brought out the K-9 unit to help track the suspect, believed to be in his 20s.
Next thing I know, I got these 4 PDs and a K-9 in our backyard, and they chased him out to the other street over here.
We were there when he was eventually captured and placed in cuffs.
They just stabbed somebody in the shoulder at the grocery store and just walking through these white people neighborhood.
And placed in cuffs. People who have lived here for decades tell KOMO News crews it's unusual for anything like this to happen in their quiet neighborhood.
I believe that. Now I believe these people. I believe these people that stuff don't happen around here.
Out for each other, evident by the cheers when police and K-9 Frodo got their suspect into custody.
Oh, they cheered. This is Seattle. This is what was that thing they called? CHOP? Wasn't that CHOP they had in Seattle where they shut down the city around the police station after George Floyd? And they took over the whole city right there in downtown, and they called it CHOP. They named it like a police free zone. You couldn't come in there. Police and paramedics couldn't come in there. Now they cheering on the police when they arrest a black dude in their neighborhood who just stabbed somebody randomly. My, oh my. Wow. What a difference 5 years makes. CHAZ, yeah, CHAZ, CHOP. Yeah, that's right. You're right. CHAZ, they call it CHAZ too. Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, exactly. And now they're cheering when the police when the slave catchers, as they called them then, grab a disenfranchised, marginalized, didn't do nothing baby who just stabbed somebody in there. And these are white liberals. These are Seattle. These are the most liberal of the liberals. Look at her. He just looked like a liberal. Look at him. These people, these are liberals.
Shed. I thought, somebody's in our backyard. Call the police. And the guy just walked out, walked very casually, nonchalant, right across our backyard.
Seattle police brought out the K-9 unit to help track the suspect, believed to be in his 20s.
Next thing I know, I got these 4 PDs and a K-9 in our backyard, and they chased him out to the other street over here.
We were there when he was eventually captured and placed in cuffs. People who have lived here for decades tell KOMO News crews it's unusual for anything like this to happen in their quiet neighborhood, and that neighbors are always looking out for each other, evident by the cheers when police and K-9 Frodo got their suspect into custody. And there were also reports that the suspect had a knife and a skateboard and also stole a woman's phone outside this PCC. As of tonight, police have not recovered those items. We also got an update in the past couple of minutes that the suspect is also accused of threatening a third person with a knife. Of course, we will be following up on this case, and we'll keep you posted as soon as we learn when this suspect is due to appear in court.
Shooting in Hammond put a 2-year-old in the hospital, killed a man, and injured 2 others.
As Gabby Keller.
Yikes. Let me read some of these super chats before we get into that. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Amazing Disgrace says, I want to be a fly on the wall when you give your grandchildren advice. Hopefully you record it. Well, I am recording it. I'm recording it right now. Yeah. They can watch all these, man. The main advice you got to give in life is the advice you give to yourself, though. The advice you give to yourself. So I don't really try to get, I appreciate the compliment, but I try to stay humble because Man has to give himself advice, he has to heed his advice, has to have the discipline to heed his own advice. And we all struggle with that, and I'm no different. But yeah, man, salute to you, bro. Mr. Clockwork says, what's up, Op? Hit the like for our man up there. Fellas, no more shines. Billy. Shout out to Mr. Clockwork, man. Mr. Clockwork in the building. Long time no see, man. Shout out to Mr. Clockwork. Make sure you guys support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Hit the like button. Share these videos on social media. Hashtag Black Fatigue or whatever the fuck. And make sure everybody hit the like button right now. Every single one of y'all just smash that like button right now. If you haven't hit the like button, hit it right now.
Shooting in Hammond put a 2-year-old in the hospital, killed a man, and injured 2 others.
As Gabby Killett reports, 2 siblings are now in custody.
Just once again, stupid people being stupid with guns.
Hammond Police Chief Edwin Bergeron says the domestic dispute led to a shooting that left 1 man dead and 3 people hospitalized, including a 2-year-old.
Everybody knew each other, was boyfriend, girlfriend, just broken up.
Police say one of the victims was a 22-year-old woman who had recently broken up with Denvorian Franklin, a man with a history of domestic.
How could you break up with Denvorian Franklin? Denvorian? Yeah, you stuck in that relationship, girl.
Recently broken up with Denvorian Franklin, a man with a history of domestic violence charges in 2023 and as recent as this January. They say she was on the way to collect her things early Monday morning, along with 23-year-old Bradley Blunt and 2 2-year-olds, and asked for a police escort.
She advised she was on her way back, but she didn't feel safe about it, and that's why she wanted the officers to go with her.
Police say they
See these black women, they talk shit about the police, and they fucking be the first one to fucking be at a rally or march screaming at the police. But when they dealing with Denvorian, can y'all come escort me while I go get my stuff back from Denvorian? You racist white pigs. Hey, hello? Hey, can I get some racist white devils to come help me, come escort me to get my belongings back from my black king? Sure, we'll send a unit over immediately.
Collect her things early Monday morning, along with 23-year-old Bradley Blunt and 2 2-year-olds, and asked for a police escort.
She advised she was on her way back, but she didn't feel safe about it, and that's why she wanted the officers to go with her.
Police say they told the group to pull over and wait, but Franklin found them before officers arrived. They say he opened fire, striking the woman, Blunt, and one of the infants in their car. Police say Blunt fired back, hitting Franklin. They say Blunt tried to drive to safety, but he was injured so badly that he couldn't drive and crashed into this laundromat behind me instead. Officers say Blunt later died at the hospital, and
So the nigga she brought with her got killed by Denvorian.
Franklin, a man with a
Denvorian Franklin. She brought a nigga with her and the police.